Have you ever wished you could just snap your fingers and instantly master anything? Imagine waking up one day able to play the guitar like a pro, speak flawless Spanish, or nail a perfect backflip that leaves everyone around you speechless. It sounds like something out of a movie, but there are real ways to learn faster. No magic, just smart strategies and science-backed methods. When we're younger, we often dream about learning cool tricks, viral dance moves, skateboarding flips, or running faster than everyone else. But as we grow older, our priorities shift. We start focusing on skills that could shape our future, mastering a language, building a career, excelling in sports, or learning technology. The problem is, most of us aren't great at learning efficiently, and it's not really our fault. School trained us to memorize facts for a test, then forget them the moment it was over. Real learning isn't about cramming information into your head, it's about understanding concepts, applying them in real life, and practicing until they become second nature. Think about the last time you tried to learn something new, maybe coding, playing the piano, or speaking a new language. Chances are you read articles, watched videos, or took notes, only to realize later that very little actually stuck. That's because we tend to focus on input, reading, watching, listening, when we should spend more time on output, practicing, applying, and even teaching. It's like trying to learn how to swim by reading about it. You might understand the theory, but the moment you hit the water, you'll sink. Learning is something you have to experience, not just observe. One principle that can save you a lot of time is the 80-20 rule. It says that 80% of your results come from just 20% of your effort. For learning, this means identifying and mastering the essentials first. If you want to learn a language, don't try to memorize 10,000 random words. Start with the 1,000 most common ones that make up the majority of daily conversations. If you're learning guitar, focus on the basic chords before you even think about complex solos. Once you've built a strong foundation, everything else becomes much easier. Another powerful method is active recall. Instead of passively rereading your notes, test yourself. If you're studying history, close the book and try to explain what you just read without looking. This forces your brain to work harder, strengthening your memory. The same way lifting weights strengthens muscles. You can't just stare at dumbbells and expect to get stronger. The spacing effect is another proven way to learn more effectively. Instead of cramming for 6 hours straight, spread your study time across shorter, focused sessions over several days. Every time you revisit the material, your brain strengthens the connections, like clearing a path through a forest until it's easy to walk. And when you do practice, make it deliberate. That means working on the areas where you're weakest, not just the things you already find easy. If you're learning to draw, don't just sketch the same character over and over. Challenge yourself with different perspectives, hands, or facial expressions. It might feel uncomfortable, but that's where real growth happens. One of the most underrated learning techniques is teaching. You don't have to be an expert to explain something. In fact, trying to teach it will reveal exactly where your understanding is weak. Explaining an idea forces you to organize your thoughts and think clearly, even if no one is listening. Pretend you're making a video for thousands of people online. The pressure to make it clear will push you to truly understand it. Engaging multiple senses also makes learning faster and more effective. If you're learning Spanish, don't just read from a textbook. Listen to native speakers, watch Spanish movies or YouTube channels. Write down what you hear and speak it out loud. Using your eyes, ears, and hands together creates stronger connections in your brain. Learning doesn't have to feel like a chore. Set small, achievable goals and reward yourself when you hit them. Turn progress into a game, compete with a friend, or use apps that track your streaks and milestones. Your brain thrives on dopamine. Every little win motivates you to keep going. But with that said, distractions are the enemy of focus. Silence your phone, close unnecessary tabs, and focus on one task at a time. Multitasking might make you feel productive, but it actually splits your attention and slows your progress. And here's something many people ignore. Sleep and rest are just as important as the effort you put in. While you sleep, your brain organizes and stores what you've learned, clearing out the clutter and strengthening what matters. If you're staying up all night cramming, you're actually hurting your long-term memory. Even during study sessions, take short breaks, just like your muscles, yeah. Your brain needs recovery time. Mindset plays a huge role too. If you believe you're bad at learning, you'll stop yourself before you even begin. But if you have a growth mindset, the belief that you can improve with effort, you'll be amazed at what's possible. Replace "I can't do this" with "I can't do this yet." That one word shifts your focus from failure to possibility. In the end, learning isn't just about acquiring new skills. It's about becoming a better version of yourself and opening doors you never thought possible. The process may not be instant, but once you understand how your brain works, the results will feel almost magical. So, the next time you decide to learn something new, focus on the essentials, practice with purpose, teach what you know, engage your senses, and enjoy the journey. And if this inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and comment, because your next step toward growth could inspire someone else to start their